flags are up. Calls them forwards, and we are racing for the second division of our second race, the University of Liverpool Equine Hospital Lee Hurst 5-year-old Nova maiden race. 8 runners making their way towards the first fence, and as they do, worth presenting rises first on the inner of Torngat, then comes Imperial Nemesis, Dragon Ruler. See Gentleman Sam running in contention with them, and then back to Shadow Step. Back marker as they come towards the second fence is Loose Lips Sink Ships. As they come to that, all of them safely up and over the second fence, making their way on towards the judge before turning right-handed and making their way out into the country. So as they come towards passing the judge, and it's still worth presenting by a length from Torngat, who's a length clear from Imperial Nemesis. On their outer is Gentleman Sam, Shady B on their inner, and then behind them, in very close contention with one another, is Dragon Ruler on the inner and Shadow Step on the outer, and they've all relegated Loose Lips Sink Ships to back marker, who's detached by some 6 or 7 lengths at this point. Making their way now down the left-hand side towards the second of the 3 fences on that side of the course. It's still worth presenting who leads them from Torngat, and then Shady B, and then Imperial Nemesis, and we can see Dragon Ruler, the back marker of the main body, and they've detached even further Loose Lips Sink Ships behind them, who jumps left-handed as he takes that next fence. So the main body of the field making their way on towards the ditch for the first of the 2 occasions that they'll take it in this race. And as they go on, it's still worth presenting by just over a length from Torngat. Shadow Step comes next, who's made up ground on the outer of Shady B. And then behind them, Gentleman Sam runs on the outer of Imperial Nemesis, and 2 lengths back behind them comes Dragon Ruler. And it appears we've had an unseat at the back of the field from Loose Lips Sink Ships, so it's just the 7 runners remaining in this race as they go on towards the next on the far side of the course. It's still worth presenting who's a length and a half clear of Torngat, who's just been jumped up far closer has come Shadow Step and Shady B, and then we have Dragon Ruler, Imperial Nemesis, and Gentleman Sam is just the back marker of the 7 remaining runners as they turn right-handed into the Gallagher Straight, with 2 fences left in front of them on this circuit. As they come up and over that one, Torngat has joined, worth presenting in the air, and those 2 lead the field. From behind them, Shady B. Gentleman Sam has made up ground on the inner of Shadow Step. The back marker is Dragon Ruler at this point. Up and over what will be the final fence in another circuit's time. The 7 remaining runners all safely over it. As they go on, it's still a tussle at the front between Worth Presenting and Torngat. Worth Presenting just gone to the fore again from Torngat, then comes Shady B. Then we can see behind them Shadow Step and Gentleman Sam, Imperial Nemesis in the yellow on the inner, and the back marker still currently is Dragon Ruler. So they make their way along the left-hand side of the course, over fence number 11. As they get between the 2, Dragon Ruler receiving reminders at the rear of the field, going on towards the next. As they come to that one, again at the 4, it Worth Presenting has been joined by Torngat. Shady B has come up to take far closer order of those 2 at the front of the field. Come to that, still Worth Presenting from Torngat. Shady B, then Imperial Nemesis, Gentleman Sam, and then coming under a ride further back is Shadow Step, and the back marker still ridden along is Dragon Ruler. We're coming now towards the ditch, for the second time that they will take the ditch, as they do. Worth presenting, continuing to lead, length clear of Torngat, who's a length and a half clear of Shady B, who's making up ground on the inner. And then there's Gentleman Sam and Imperial Nemesis, and then it appears at the back Shadow Step and Dragon Ruler are pulling up. Over the next they go, and it's still Worth presenting from Torngat, and then Shady B, and they're 5 or 6 lengths now clear of Gentleman Sam and Imperial Nemesis, who's being ridden along at the rear of the remaining 5. They make their way towards the final fence on the far side of the course. Worth presenting, who lands half a length clear of Torngat. And then we have a length, just under a length advantage back to Shady B, and there's some 7 or 8 lengths now clear of Gentleman Sam, who's 3 or 4 lengths clear of Imperial Nemesis. So back into the Gallagher Straight, 2 fences left to take as they come up over that one. It's Torngat who lands clear on the outer. Torngat who's just got an advantage over Imperial. Worth presenting rather. So coming to the final fence, it's Torngat, now Shady B. Shady B who stumbled on landing, Tommy O'Brien doing well to stay in the plate. So as they come on now, it's still Torngat who is going to lead them home in this second division of our second race. It's Torngat who's going to come in first from Shady B, and then we've got behind them Worth presenting, and looking back, the next to come over the line is Gentleman Sam, and it appears they will be the only finishers.